everybody. Happy Mother's Day if you are, in fact, a mom. Talked to my mom this morning. It was a good time. This is EQ. As always, let's get started. So one of the things I want to address with y'all is after taking about 3 months off, I realized how rusty I was with playing and whatnot. Not to mention doing the streaming and that kind of thing. Just gonna have to. My hair's all janky as it is. So yesterday, instead of doing like I said I would with y'all, and streaming yesterday, just had a few things to take care of. But I did play, and I ended up unlocking some things. I was thinking it would come into focus. So previously I only had 10 notches. I now have all 11. For those of you that might follow me on YouTube, apparently when I did episode 30, I set it to private, so sorry about that. You didn't miss much. It was just death, me trying. I think in that episode I either tried both Trial of Fools and then I lost my mouse. Yay! I'm just trying to get over to. Man, today is just full of all kinds of stuff. This was like a window or like a Mac, y'all. Just so you know, one of those things where is my stuff frozen? Like I hate doing it like that, but at the same time, I can't get my mouse to the other screen. Oh, technical difficulties. So much better. Sorry about that, y'all. But some of the things that I wanted to talk about was I'm just gonna butcher the lady's name, but the one that sells you the notch upgrades and stuff like that, Sabara, something like that. I know I'm messing the name up. Yeah, I finally got her last notch upgrade. I got Sabara's blessing. And then, but before that, I was able to go get the last notch and that kind of thing. On the actual episode 30, I had, at least I think I did. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I got 11 notches. I don't know in here if it actually says anything about the last I guess I never even paid attention to that since I got the tuners, but I think that's all for the junkyard and all that good stuff. I'm really not trying to turn this into just like my big, what does EQ think about all these things and whatnot, but so I was able to go to Fog Canyon about here to, I can't remember that little stone sanctuary, but basically that one piece of the map right under the stone sanctuary, that's where I went to get that last notch. And yeah, that was its own kind of hell because it felt like everything there had like landmines essentially for the I'm real bad with some of the enemies, but if you don't remember, in a lot of Fog Canyon, you got the little jellyfish looking guys, and you got the big jellyfish. The big jellyfish dudes fly off and like start bouncing around after you hit them, so you kind of have that going on. But it's kind of what you got going on there. But let's see, just trying to get everything set up. Okay, got one viewer. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. If you are in fact a mom, happy Mother's Day. And I don't know, maybe it's just the way the game works, the game mechanics and whatnot. But yeah, that's kind of nice. If you save, have to save. I mean, it is kind of in-game mechanics, but oh yeah, we gotta go out. We gotta go get the. We got to change our charms. So we have to shaman stone. Get rid of that. I guess that's what's coming. Mini Grimm child. Alright, so I watched a video on kind of dealing with Nightmare King Grimm. Nightmare King Grimm is, needless to say, tricky. And when you watch these videos, y'all, I will say that there's a lot of things that better people make look effortlessly, so that's kind of what you got going on there. But yeah, we still got Trial of Fools, this, and then got home, basically, Radiance and all that. Last night I did attempt Radiance via fighting the Hollow Knight last night, so that's alright, so I think the big thing, easier said than done, with Nightmare King Grimm, this first one's gonna be a throwaway. This is pancake one. I'm really just trying to take time to like really get this the movements down, because there's like essentially 4 things that I gotta worry about. He sends out those dragon fireballs, so those haven't been too bad. I know sometimes I don't do the best on them, but I feel like I'm usually still screwed up from other stuff that's getting me down. But with his dive and his uppercut type attack, sometimes I get a little overwhelmed there. And then the spikes on the ground, those got me in the previous form as well, so it's kind of one of those things where I feel like, oh my god, what am I doing? You know, that kind of like. So. Oh man. So that's something else that I keep forgetting, y'all. Alright. So, even though I have the blessing of, I'm gonna ruin it, so if somebody in chat can remember Sabora, the notch charm lady, that once you get her blessing, so she gives you a big old kiss. But that's one thing that's wonderful about that. If you did die near a safe point, you can kind of go fill it up. I got a little premature on that one. Go ahead and give it to us all. You know, we need it all. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Check the YouTube real quick, see if anybody's saying hey over there. Nope. And we got somebody on the kick, so welcome. I will say, I'm not even gonna say that I can do it, but watching the pros, I'm gonna call them pros, on YouTube, I'm not being sarcastic, I'm just, you know, they may not be professional gamers, but whoever they are that are putting out videos and they're legitimate, they're obviously more skilled, way more skilled, not just probably in Hollow Knight, but just in this kind of real touch and go, like super movement specific, you know, just stuff like that, like just the hardest side scrolling type juking and whatnot. So, but it does seem like Radiance is good. So, the one guy that I watched, he said don't do that. Starting to form, starting to get it. It's gonna be a second, so like I don't want you to think like, okay, I got it now, but like I'm starting to slowly like kind of pick up these patterns that he's throwing down, and that's gonna be crucial for us to actually get past this part. Whereas Trial of Fools, I don't know. I guess the gauntlet style of attacking, it just kind of depending on what kind of mood you're in, and if it's real hard. You kind of feel like, okay, well this doesn't mess me up, but these other parts do, so this is real hard, you know, that kind of thing, so. But yes, even with me saying, at least part 1, I did not get to part 2 of Radiance. Radiance does seem doable, but with me saying that doesn't in any way take away from the fact that it's hard as hell. Alright, so I don't want anybody coming out there being like, well, I said it was easy or anything like that. No. I have the worst mechanics. I don't use nail art as much as I could. I'm terrible with it. I think I'm kind of okay on like jumping. Some jumping. Yeah, the guy that I watched that kind of went over some of that stuff, there's a lot of things that I'm just not picking up yet. Like, exactly, if there's one thing that he even highlighted, you know, don't go too far to the sides so you don't corner yourself in. I'm obviously doing that, you know. Yeah, between this and these last things, but we're at 106. I mean, I'm kind of getting there. Hope everybody's having a lovely day and all that kind of stuff. If you're not a mother, hopefully you did get to speak to yours. If you've lost your mother, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So all that good stuff. I just felt you know, some of this that was pretty good. That's not the best one. I got 4 or 5 hits on him, so I'm feeling pretty good with that. Do I really need it? Because I'm not using Abyss Shriek like right away. I might try a few runs or a few like goes at him to kind of, I don't know, just kind of see if I can't hack a little bit, build up my soul and all that kind of stuff. So. getting it slowly. Like, there's just little telling things that I'm not getting yet. Bear with me, everybody. If you haven't had a chance yet, and you are able to, call your moms. Happy Mother's Day. You know. Oh, I don't have any soul. I went for the abyss streak and I was like, alright, dang it. Oh man, that was a good dance in. Right now I'm just really trying to focus on that movement, getting that movement down, because if we don't solidify that, this is gonna be an ugly day. Like, I mean, not ugly per se, but just ugly in the sense that, you know, this is just gonna be more miserable and more miserable. But if I can really get to where I'm fluently navigating around his lunges, his thrust. Ready for this, but I'm just gonna go out there, get my soul up, and then give it like a real good honest try, so that we're at least a little more prepared. Because like there's a lot of things that I'm trying to work with, and I guess if you wanted my advice on it, it's probably not the best, but it's not like I'm necessarily competing per se, but it's one of those things when, you know, when you're up against something new or more challenging and you don't understand it all, maybe it's not the best idea to change. Oh, he's got facing. You're gonna pull out that green nail. I think one thing that messes me up about the beginning is we don't know what's going on with the first move. You know, like the first move is kind of up in the air. I'm starting to see the openings more and more, so, you know, whatever. I will say that there's always been something about this game to me that felt like I'm not good at it. Baby steps, y'all. Baby steps. Yeah, they're pushing me today. This is definitely but it is kind of nice because I spent a lot of time on Trial of Fools and just kind of, I don't know. I think there's just a couple things that getting into it, like. Serious. I got my roll up my sleeves. Oh man. But I will say, you'll know when I feel like I have it. I'm not gonna say when I have it. I'll actually start getting upset, like you asshole, or something like that. But right now it's still like, okay, alright. I mean, there's some things that are, you know, that are frustrating, but okay. And a spoke. Oh, I got lucky. That one's a little frustrating. Wasn't trying to double jump. I was actually thought I was landing. Slowly but surely. frustration is setting in, y'all. It's one of those things where now we're actually starting to see, like or at least I'm picking up the actual patterns and whatnot to kind of get through this part, because this guy is not the most telling. 1 second, y'all. I'm back, y'all. Alright. Welcome to Hell, Part 39,000. Starting to get a little bit there. Don't fight through the company. Now that's something I didn't realize was a thing. Like, if you really bum rush it to get into this part, I mean, I just was hoping to die at that point with 1 health, and we're still that early into the fight. It's gonna be hell. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to be a lot more fluid on this just to get. Can I just walk under them? I didn't think you could, but it was the way that I kind of do that kind of number, like almost like a cursive M. N is in Nancy. It got to be a thing where I was like, okay, you can go on there. No, you can, but you can't at the same time. So there you go. I'm trying to figure out how I can get like a few, like 2 and 3 hits on him so that we can kind of. This is not pretty, y'all. I am shooting for more of a nail build, so that's kind of where we're at. But like this is super touchy though. I'm almost like kind of ugly hating on the people that can do this really well. You know, like. Well, I guess I'm gonna either get it or not, but let's keep going. feel like this is gonna be like a whole day of stuff where it's just bam, 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 bam. You know, just little. We'll keep trying, keep pushing through. That kind of thing. I think I know what I'm doing on those last dashes also when he's throwing out the dragon fireballs. I think I see that I'm using the shake cloak where I can pass through things. I think that's kind of benefiting me, so. Sorry, y'all. I think there's like 4 phases to that. Possible that things are starting to stick in my head, so this is super painful, y'all. How we going, chat? Anything new? What's going on with you? Happy Sunday, by the way. Just checking YouTube. Right, YouTube's about the same. There we go. I got 2 people on. right now. That was a throwing kick. Yeah, this is painful for me, so hopefully you get to bask in my inability to tackle this struggle. Chose taking a hit over escape. Bad. Bad idea. Why that's an option, but I don't know why I would continue to go left. I knew that. I almost felt like there was a third. I think I could sit there and like dodging, I don't want to say all day, but I think there's a part of me that feels like the dodging's not the problem. It's when can I really afford to take those, or take a swipe at it. That's the big pain right now. sure if that spike killed me or if I just died. Oh man. Happy Sunday, everybody. Of like it's off to the left, it's off to the right. It's one of those things where it's like no, not as well as I thought. And just how you're sitting makes the world of difference there, so it's kind of one of those things where it's like, alright, cool. Progress. took one step forward and obviously 2 to 3 steps back that time. Oh, that's funny. Sorry, a little hair was bothering me. Old age, many hairs on your ear will like get you. One of those things that's like, it's bothering me. Let me know in the chat if you were able to secure something nice for your Mother's Day on your Mother's Day. I think I can really start to capitalize when he's throwing out the, I'm just calling them dragon fireballs for the time being, but I'm thinking that's where I need to pick up the slack, so we'll see, aren't we? This isn't as painful to my hands, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, this feels almost. It feels kind of worse than passive pain. And that's because when it's just static, like obstacles, it's not as bad. Now, I know that all of the passive pain is not necessarily static. You do have moving components. But pure hell, y'all. Pure hell. Bump on my neck, and then the headphones were starting to bother me, so alright, maybe we'll come up with something. Now that I'm starting to see some rhythm to this could actually end up being a lot better. Gets good enough, I can actually. I mean, I kind of knew that, just so y'all know. I knew I could kind of dash through him, but your timing needs to be great. So let's not forget about those kind of nuances when trying to do that. But it's starting to feel a lot more fluid than when we first started out today. I don't know how far we're gonna go. We're gonna see what we can get. Yeah. There's a few of these that have felt a lot better. I'm not even trying to be like, oh, I did kind of beat the first phase, so, but you gotta, yeah. So, progress. Just as much. And there's like when he does the uppercut and then drops the flames everywhere, I'm still trying to pick up where he's raining down with it. So it's one of those things where it's, you know, really stopped moving there. I really just thought, okay, we're done. It was a few parts where I kind of lost. There's a lot, and I think when you watch it, and even if you see people that are really good at this, there's a lot of stuff that you kind of always have to make sure you remember. So when they have teleportation, I kind of am better with stuff that kind of lets me keep my main character in my peripheral, and then I'm kind of watching the enemies more closely. when he teleports like he does, that's kind of a flawed point for me. So something I'm kind of trying to work on, you know, just darken my eyes a little better. Sometimes on them dives, I feel like there's an extra pause. Yeah, there's sometimes where I almost feel like it's just a little more and that kind of thing, and it's a little, I don't know if disturbing is the word I can use there, but that's kind of what you get, that feeling when it's like, when it's the difference between like one move or one move, you know, something like that. And I don't know, there could be a multitude of things that kind of contribute to, I don't know why I did that. I wasn't even thinking. I thought I already hit him with the dream nail. Actually been nice, but I just pulled back the last second, and I was just kind of left with, so. The wonderful world of progress. Well, just my camera, just a hair. Man, this is different. Different pain in my backside. I think I was already done with that one, honestly, because I just took too many hits. Probably one of the better ones, y'all. So, if only I didn't have to have that guy in it. Oh, you can't even bring. Can I not even bring up my? Yeah, I can't even bring up my menu. I don't know. That's interesting. Thought I had a little more room to play with. That's okay, because yeah, I got a lot of cheap shots, or he got me on a lot of cheap shots on the last one, so Welcome everybody. Looking at my kick screen. YouTube not seeing too much. But how's it going, everybody? I know I'm kind of quiet, but just kind of here focusing in on trying to not die. Not feeling great at it. I am figuring out the strategy. Somewhat. Even though that whole little run through with him just then, that was terrible. That jumping off the wall, which I wasn't even trying to do, that actually, it just kind of did that. It was nice. Sometimes you kind of get just a whiff of what's going to happen, and then your brain's already like, all right, do this. And then that last one, I really don't know. I don't know what I thought he was going to do, but apparently I interpreted the wrong input. But it's slow go, y'all. We're starting to just regularly get into the second phase, so I say regularly like it's happened maybe twice, so sorry. That one was deserving, like, because that was good. Okay, that looks good. Hey, you're the only viewer on YouTube, Shadow. Good afternoon. I am streaming to both YouTube and Kick, but you are my first viewer on Kick. Somebody else has been on Kick for the most part. They haven't chimed in, but you're the first chatter. So welcome, Shadow. Happy Mother's Day if that's applicable to you. If not, you know, hopefully you were able to do something or spend time with your mother, or maybe in fact you and your mother do have a good enough relationship so that you would want to do something with her. I don't know. But how are you today? Why I didn't. At that point I just said screw it up. I'm already taking damage, so who cares? Alright. Sometimes I do dumb stuff, y'all. So just understand that. Like, I will literally change plans in the middle of doing part of it, and it's like, why aren't we just trying to see this through? You know, that kind of stuff. So, my bad. My bad. But I am getting the first round, so to speak. That's what we call it. so good. Not really, but was doing so much better. Let's be careful how we word this. There's nothing good about how I'm doing, but I am improving. So I guess I'm wrong. That is good. Improvement. So that's where we're kind of going. There might be, okay, there's either something I'm missing or I'm not sure what it is. Now, I do have an odd number of health, so that's something I'm taking into consideration, but, yeah, I don't know. Just going back and forth, checking the chats, making sure everybody's good. I did miss Mr. Shadow, so my bad about that. There was a plugin that I got for OBS that kind of shows up both chats. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It seems to favor some of the big stuff a little more than it does. Saying you should kamikaze, but I can understand when you're coming through some of this and then all you get is you get 90% of your health. Like you're starting to get the feeling of like the movements and everything, and like you maybe get like a little round where 90% of your health gets completed. You really don't want to be on the edge for the rest of the fight if round one is taking you down. Not giving up. I mean, I may give up, but I'm not giving up right now. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. But it was definitely I thought I was clear. Yeah, I don't know what that does. Let's do Stupidity, stupidity. Just make an R&B song, stupidity. I'm so stupid, it's stupidity. I think there's something wrong with me, chat. I don't know what I was thinking. I knew it was four flames, and I was like, yeah, okay, go back. I don't know why I did that. I've never seen that work. The logo hop. If somebody's done that and it works, cool. Let me know. But if you're in the same boat I am, just trying to get through it, I'd probably say don't. Like I was about to poop, y'all. No, like that second. I think I got him a second time. I think we got down to round 2. And I think if you get roughly, alright, let me say that. Let me lead with the roughly. Because I don't know. I don't even know. It was just patience. I think that's the big thing with this guy. Not wrecking the room. Like, I kind of felt like I got a few more hits in on the first round, and we should have been in, I don't know. I think a hit or two ago, I think we should have been there, and I'm kind of like, where we at? Now the king will is killing me. Doesn't really go with it. trajectory down sooner or later. Hopefully soon. But Snowblind, dodge, duck, dip. Is it low? Thank you, Snowblind. Let me see if I can't fix that. I'm glad somebody tells me these things. Like look, I'm not mad if y'all tell me something screwed up on the stream. That way, we can fix anything we need. Is that better, Snowblind? And thank you so much. Hopefully that's a lot better. How about the game audio? If you can answer that, if you can hear me, are they better now? I know that the game's quiet right this second, so we'll get the other thing, but both are low. All right. Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna pop after the game. Are they really low? That's so crazy to me. I mean, I believe you. Like. That one, and then we're gonna pop this one. So right now, this might be as good as we're gonna get for the time being without me stopping the stream and like really screwing with stuff. So cool beans. Hopefully Snowblind. Hopefully we're good or good enough. Like, let me say it like that, because if it's bad right now. Like, I don't want to give y'all a crappy screen, but if we can have something to maintain and all that kind of stuff. But thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Yeah, like if any of you are in stream and like you can't hear me and that kind of thing, like, or something's wrong with the stream, please let me know. I'm here to hang out with y'all. So kind of like if I call you on the phone and my receiver's not working, where you need to hear me, it's not doing us any good. And as far as you know, I'm just bothering. Like, hey, I'm pranking you. Alright. Alright, now these fights are just, I mean, Hollow Knight feels like this a lot anyways, where there's a lot of like stuff that can just really just kind of bug you. I think if anybody, well, based on a few things, if anybody had been in the stream earlier and was able to hear me, that was luck, y'all. I got lucky. I got so lucky. I think I was able to do 2 heals just now. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't even know what. I just bum rushed into them. So there's that. But yeah, what the hell was I saying? Something about earlier in the game. Audio, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I'm probably gonna I probably won't stream Hollow Knight too much longer, y'all. I mean, for those if anybody has stuck with this stream, it's probably been awful. Not awful, but you know, just like hell, like where the hell is it going, that kind of thing. I don't know why I did that. I was lucky to not get hit by the 3rd damn flame, and then there I go testing fate again, you know, to just kind of put my face in it like, oh, it didn't burn me. Well, let's see if I could, you know, I'm a juggle with guns, you know, that don't have the safety on. And all right, come on, buddy. But we're slowly getting there. I think the bulk of what we have left, we have all our charms. We've got all the notches for the charms. I think we've got most of, well, there could be some of the arcane eggs and that kind of stuff, the Wanderer's Journals, that maybe I don't have all of those. We'll see. That's probably the best way to get that one phase of it. See, even through that, you feel like you're doing fine, and then you see that. I'm just curious, Snowblind, because I just want to see if there's a difference. Do you usually watch on like a mobile, tablet, or your computer? Just so I can understand, like, is this good for people that mostly watch phones, or is there differences between people that watch phones or computers and that kind of stuff? I could understand there being kind of a big difference depending on sound and audio setups with computers and that kind of thing, but you know, it's just one of those things you're never 100% sure on. And if there's like a general, like, this is best for all, then I'm down with it, but you never know. Don't do that. Just don't do that, y'all. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that either. Should have taken the one. My brain stopped working. Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you for that, Snowblind. Just to kind of look at stuff, you know, and if I eventually start to get more regulars and that kind of thing, you know, maybe I can cater to that. I don't know. Nothing big, I don't know, but I just kind of, I guess it does matter. I will say, if you've got good headphones and that kind of stuff, you're going to get, depending on what you're looking for, in some cases better mixes or better quality mixes, but I don't know. But cool, good to know. I don't know why. Damn it. There is like those fire, not those fires, but the other fires when they rain down after he does his uppercut, they do have like this real screwed up angular velocity thing going on. So depending on where you are in relation to him and how far he out, maybe how far out he is from the screen, it really just is like, yeah, if you can get a good counting to 4 is an essential skill, everybody. Let's just understand that. Like, so when you get in those flames coming up from the ground, count 4, because you need to know after when that 4th one is, because if you're not really counting and you're just winging it or eyeballing it, it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, and that's big with just learning bosses and stuff like that in general, like just kind of understanding like the rhythm to their waves or that kind of thing if they have them. Yeah. I always feel like if he's close to me and he goes for that uppercut move, I don't know what it is, but it always feels like it's like right there. It's always nice when you can get a double. I knew it. I just knew it. Like as soon as I was moving in. Alright. It's not even fair to say that round 1's over yet, but this is kind of the hallmark. It's kind of like a screwed up 2-step process. Are you for real? Do we have to keep doing that? There it is. So that's what you're waiting for. Make you crazy, y'all. This stuff will make you damn crazy. Playing too passive. Try to attack while you're dodging. Okay. Thank you. I can't pronounce your name exactly. On kick. Fahre, Nate. Or is it supposed to be some kind of like I'm not trying to be funny. It almost looks like Fahrenheit. But, well, so today's not my first time with Nightmare King Grimm, but I hadn't until today really put time into Nightmare King Grimm. I am very passive. Like, just so you understand, I will own it. I suck, alright? Now, with that being said, I do feel like I always try to come in here and, like, give, like, good perspectives and, you know, just kind of always looking into, but, and maybe that's something I need to look into is like, how can I kind of be a lot more aggressive with this and that. But I appreciate the feedback. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna shut up for a second, y'all. while you're dodging. And I am trying to work the dodge attacks in, you know, like where you're kind of passing by. There's a few things where I don't see as well. The flames that raise up from the floor are kind of the more obvious ones that I can pinpoint of, like, okay, this is one where I can kind of get in like a little cheeky this or that. The uppercut's a little harder for me. I should be getting 2 hits right there. I should be, yeah. I shouldn't be doing that. Don't do that, by the way. Alright, this horse crap. Okay, that's some horse crap right there for y'all. For real. But I'll probably play. Where's my timer at? Might go just a few minutes longer on some Hollow Knight. I did get a new game. Just so y'all understand, I don't typically buy brand new games, so it's not brand new. I think I'd have to look at all the production stuff on Steam. But I did purchase Cuphead and another game. They're both side-scrolling. You know, I'm kind of staying in that kind of lane, which I'm not even the best side-scroller. All right, let's just go ahead and understand that. They're kind of the more adventurous sets of games that I kind of prefer, outside of like old school RPGs. And the only reason I say old school is a part of me just kind of thinks, all right, wake up. 2. I just feel like there's so many mechanics to the newer RPGs. Did I really just take a hit? This shit's making me crazy, y'all. I'm not even kidding. I'm like, I think trying to have all those mechanics loaded into my brain to look out for, because if it was like the first one, the second one, the third one, fourth one, you know, like if maybe they all kind of happened in that sequence, it might not be so bad. But I'm not figuring out like if there's a level of proximity that I'm working with that triggers some of them or not, and that's what's kind of screwing me up real bad there. It's like, what the hell is actually happening, and that kind of thing. So yeah, but we're just gonna keep trying. Maybe we can get through the second phase at least. Just grind away. I didn't realize I got to the other side of it. So apparently I can kind of get 4 hits when he's shooting flames from the... I'm not saying it's easy, but it looks like that's a thing now. So I'm kind of stoked about that. Sorry y'all, I like just making weird faces at time to time. It's almost like I'm punking the game down. I don't know if that really works, so I'm not saying to try it. Alright. Okay. I've seen a lot of holes that I'm filling, but now I'm screwing up other stuff. So we're gonna, learning. It's all about learning, y'all. If nothing else, do you know why you came to this channel? To learn. It's about learning. Having fun, of course, but learning. I will tell you, this fight, your Monarch Wings, like you might be able to argue, and there may be a better strat. All right, let's go ahead and face that. But right now, the Monarch Wings are screwing me because I'm basically preemptively pushing the jump button, so it is user error. Let's go ahead and understand that. But if I didn't have that jump, I do wish. That's I guess if we're going to call this Metroidvania, that would be kind of a nice, and I don't know if you can do this in all Metroid games, but just the ability to unequip certain abilities and whatnot. I don't. I don't know if anybody here is a fan of like older 80s comedy. There's a movie called Back to School. And sometimes when I have little frustrated moments, I think of one of the comedians that did a cameo in the movie, Sam Kinison. Part of his bit was like screaming all the time, and he was like, say it, This is one of those games I can't. You don't even like. I'm getting better right now, but there's a lot of times where I'm still screwing up so bad because my brain is like, okay, ooh, and it's almost like, no, you can't do that until you know you're dead or you know you beat it. You can't just be like, that kind of stuff. So we're getting there. Slowly. Say it. Say it. I cleared it. Oh. I think I'm slowly finding where I can be aggressive. wasn't there. Just so everybody's clear. It was not there. Gotta know when to... Sorry, can't do that. I can sing my own BS, but I can't sing other songs. Oh. Wake up. Gotta wake up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in my brain. Like, there's a few times where it'll be something that I feel like I'm already ahead of it, and then I just kind of like freeze, and I'm like, damn. Like, yeah, I need some coffee, y'all. It has been 2 hours, so I didn't know how long I was gonna get in here, but I was trying to just get back on regular streams with y'all. Alright. So you can almost fly into him a little bit. Try not to drop F-bombs every second, but I feel like every time I go into this fight, I'm having to warm up a little bit, but then somewhere I'll like kind of get comfortable with something. So, making headway, awfully, but we still are. So there's that. If I haven't said this before, I know I have, but for anybody that is a mom, Happy Mother's Day. I don't know what I'm doing now. that I knew while doing it, but I will say this: healing is such a sensitive thing, and for all of you that probably have played this game, you know that unless you got the one charm that helps, I never even really used that charm, so I just want to throw that out there. But unless you got that, or you're just friggin' amazing, it becomes near impossible to heal during battles. And if you do get those windows of an opportunity, you either go for it or you don't, even if it's not really a window. Give it one more time, y'all. I may cut it for now. So as far as games that I had picked up recently, one of them's Cuphead. Yeah, so one of them's the Cuphead game. I know they're not new, but they look exciting. I think it's funny because guess what? Everybody's told me about those games, or at least that one. It's hard, you know. And when I hear that everybody, that's all anybody has to say about it, I have to imagine, because like when people told me about this, nobody specifically just says it was hard. Now, after you get to play it, a lot of people will say it's different. But I think for most Hollow Knight players, we don't say it's hard to people that haven't played it per se. I'm not saying that nobody told you your first time that it wasn't hard or it was. I'm saying, you know, when people say, no, that game is hard as crap, you know, that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm talking about, not just straight like, you know, nobody said it was hard. No, that's not it. It's more of a, nobody said it was hard, you know, like, but everybody's told me Cuphead is friggin' hard. Like, it is a hard damn movie game. I don't know why movies are on my brain. All right, so there's that, but yeah. So, all right, and I think I got a lot of the mechanics down, so maybe I just need to sit back, recuperate, come back in a little bit. But I am thinking about streaming it a little bit longer, or a little bit later. There we go. Assuming now, if I start to get some real, like, you know, whatever on this. They're killing me, y'all. They are killing me. Let me know in the chats. Have you, well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead with Fahre Knight, however you do pronounce that. I'm assuming you've beat. I'm not talking shit either. I'm like, I would imagine you may have, and I know that a lot of people may have. It's just it's one of those things. It's like a lot of bit. But if you have in the chat, let me know. Like, did you use more of a spell build? Are you more of a nail person? All that kind of stuff. I think I'm more of a nail person, but I don't really do well with some of the nail builds. I will say, I think everybody likes a little bit of quick slash. But yeah, I'm kind of. Yeah, like I'm getting messed up on little things right now, y'all. Point. Alright, we're going one more, and then I'm gonna cut it. I'm sorry, y'all. But I've enjoyed today. I think the beginning of this stream, for those of you that have been here for a little bit, maybe a little bit of audio problems, this, that, and the other thing, but you know, we'll get it. We'll get it. I will say I don't like these stars. Alright, I owe y'all one more. Alright, because like, when I say I was falling asleep, I wasn't literally falling asleep, but I'm just like, oh, you know, that kind of stuff. A lot of stuff, this Nightmare King Grimm has been killing me. So, I'm putting in the time, so if nothing else, maybe y'all will grant me an excuse to say, hey, you know, woe is me on this game. Like, not in life, okay? Please don't crap on me just because, but at least as far as the game's concerned, we can look at it like, oh well, you know, it's just too hard for him. Maybe it is. I'm okay with that. Alright. Now I know I think I know for a fact that most of the dodge points for most of his attacks are like basically just a little movement. You know, it's not really like a whole lot of stuff going on, but if you're not like really ready for it, it really will screw you up. Oh my god. Two rounds. We beat him 2 rounds. So we got in 2 rounds. Got into round 2. I might give it one more go. Or a couple. Did feel a little more awake during that one. So that was nice. I'm starting to really see the aggressive stuff. Thank you I'm just gonna keep calling you Fahrenheit just because I don't really know how to pronounce that. Thank you, Fahrenheit. Yeah, just like figure out how to be a little more aggressive on it. So I get it. All right, we can get rid of all the dashing. All right, buddy. Is that what you just needed to happen? I don't even care now. Bam, just right in. We got another one, y'all. I just got a little pissed off right there. Cause see, that's what I'm talking about. Like with the RNG, like I don't know if it is. You know, like I don't know how the cycles are working out or any of that crap. So when you're going through it, it's really like, come on, dude. Like, the hell are we doing here? Just gonna dash me. Alright, I'm tired of that uppercut crap. I don't know why. Sorry. All right. I'm doing everything in my power to not just give Nightmare King Grimm the bird. Your mind just kind of gets lost somewhere else sometimes, and then you're just like, what the hell what's going on here? What's going on over here? I make crazy scenarios in my mind when I say weird stuff. What's going on over here? Swear I dashed. Ooh, 4. I really thought I was gonna. What the hell? Okay. I think we would have went on to the 3rd phase. A little bit of hope just keeps screwing with me, y'all. And I feel like I'm just, you know, I'm getting it, but I'm not. You know, it's like, so we're gonna keep pushing it. Hopefully we can get there. One more time. One more time. Oh man, just resting my hand for just a second. Oh man, my hand is in pain, y'all. Goodness gracious. Hey, look at what's OBS. Yeah, we're almost pushing 3 hours, so we'll see. The Tin Man. I don't know that I can say that, so there's that. Oh, okay. I didn't realize we could do that. I mean, I knew he could do some BS with his teleporting, but I didn't know to what lengths. Slowly getting it. There's a lot to still take in, but I'm feeling confident that it can happen. I'm not gonna say it will, but it definitely can happen. Oh, did that? I'm just getting more and more irritated. It's almost like I want to finish this now. I don't expect to beat him today, but like to get some more real progress on this front would be a real victory. Okay. I think the 2-hit damage is discouraging, to say the least. don't even know what the hell is happening, but apparently I'm not pushing, but also part of my thumb is like a little sore, so it's one of those things where it's like, this probably is a me thing. You're either all in or you're not. That's all, I'm gonna live on that one. I'm gonna live on that hill. You either are lit. You either go for it or not. Damn, I did get a little blister. Shit. Sorry, everybody. I'd like to go for a straight 3 hours just to have the content out there, but I may call it either way. But yeah. I'm pretty sure I was under him, so that hitbox. Alright, so we're just gonna bullshit the hitboxes at this point, so there we go. I wish you could break the healing cycle real kind of quick. I'm ridiculous, y'all. This is it. I'm calling it after this one. I mean, unless we just have like a crazy upset of difference in luck or something like that, I'm gonna call it, and then we'll try to do some Cuphead later tonight. this ain't looking good. One more. Just one more. I got one more in me. What's up, Grimm child? You can help me fight your daddy. I'm just being funny. Or mama. I don't know if they actually determined what Grimm child is, so there's that. But it is funny that you're here and this is what I'm fighting. Nightmare King Grimm. I will say, I don't know how to feel about the charm of Grimm child, but yeah, it's been a crazy hard fight. Alright, don't do that, y'all. You'd think I'd learn. Okay, come on. I was out of that range. I think don't know about the best boss fight. It's pretty, I mean, let me say this. With its level of difficulty, I at least like his mechanics because they make sense. I'm not saying I'm good, and I've done it, obviously, because this is my first time. Well, you may not know that. This is my first time fighting, not today, but in this playthrough, fighting Nightmare King Grimm. I do like him. He's definitely a good challenge. You know, like, it's all reasonable challenges, right? Instead of, in some cases, I will say, if you have to kind of look both ways a little bit, oh my god, he's tearing me up. It'll kind of put you out a little bit, that kind of thing. I'll go one more for good measure. Everybody's left YouTube, and I only have the one viewer in Kick, which I'm not saying you're not important. Of course you are, but at the same time, nobody is chatting, and I need to do a few things outside of this. So yeah. For this, I'll probably clean a little bit. Fix dinner, and I'll try to get back on and do some Cuphead. I don't. Yeah, my brain's like not even computing it, y'all. Like, we got. Yeah, I'm too much in thinking mode right now. Don't feel I can chat with you. Or we keep them coming. Grim Child. I have been on here for 3 hours, so I'm not sure how much more I can last, but I can probably try to go on a few more rounds with Nightmare King Grimm. The worst part is I think I can really do this, but I think I'm just kind of like, yeah. It's uppercut time. I feel like I've already hit him enough times. That's the worst part, to go into the... I was gonna say, like, if you don't go into that, I don't even understand. Bananas or blue candles? Let's... I'm trying to see if there's any like common ground where we can actually find comparisons between bananas and blue candles. The fact that you said blue candles would go ahead and signify that, well, we're not trying to understand these as scents or like some kind of aesthetic for the olfactory sensors, but color, maybe that's their common ground. that kind of thing. Felt it as it. All right. Yellow or blue? I probably have to go with a blue. I'm gonna just choose between yellow and blue. So that is fair, Grimm Child. But I would have to go with blue. Do you have a preference on that, blue or yellow? Also, how's it going? My kick people. That sounds so funny, my kick people. Take damage. See? Yeah, I would say I don't know that I've ever been a yellow person. I hope that no connotations come with that, because I'm not trying to be funny or anything like that with that. But oh yeah, no, yellow's kind of like it's kind of one of the more. I will say I think of yellow more of a neutral color than like a blue. Thought I could scratch my head and get back to it. Okay. I was thinking it was something like that. Like I was, from what I did, so just so you know, Grimm, until I took a break from playing recently, I was kind of not looking up anything about the game. Basically, right before I took a 3-month break, just had a lot of stuff going on. I started looking up a bunch of stuff because I was like, I'd found the Coliseum of Fools. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about God Home and Radiance and all that stuff, and you know, I just knew that there was a few things missing, and I started looking up stuff. I had to look up God Home. I had to look up the. Yeah, I would have never guessed this. Yeah, but I guess we'll try it. So we should see 75. So we should see it 3 times: 75, 50, and 25. I might have seen it a 3rd time so far. 1 time, like it wasn't. So we essentially have 4 rounds. Okay, this sounds more doable now that you put it out like that. I appreciate that, Grimm. Oh. Alright, first puff of fish, y'all. I know how to do these jumps. That's one of the frustrating things, because even in the first form I was like, okay, these aren't bad. Oh. Oh man. We can look at them. Give me a second. There we go. Alright, so we can't do anything about Void Heart. We got Shaman Stone. I probably don't even need this one. I think just because of something else. So I could like replace, I could do this. Because we're essentially not even using, I was going to try to, so my spell game is weak. Alright, just so y'all understand that. So in my head, I'm thinking, alright, what we could do is, well, that's why we came to the bench. I was thinking about Long Nail. I do hate that we gotta have this in there. I'm either gonna go Weaver Song or Long Nail. I mean, you can tell me whatever. Like, I'm down for y'all talking to me and like kind of walking me through this. I ain't hating on y'all's input, and I'm down to try. Just understand, I may not. I am getting, like, I will say this. If I just happen to, if I beat it with your charm build out right away, Dash Master, I will say, okay, Sharp Shadow, Unbreakable Strength, Rub Song. Okay. Dash Master. No Quick Slash? I'm a little I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm a little timid to use Mark of Pride, because in order to use Mark of Pride, you gotta. Okay. Okay, no, not Mark of Prime. I was thinking Fury of the Fallen. I did watch some videos, so I got that backwards. All right, so can you do Dash Master? All right, we'll just look at it. So we have to get, this has to be in there. Grimchild has to be in there. So, all right, you're saying Dash Master for speed. Sharp Shadow? Okay. That's interesting. So you're taking me off the build, and we're the nail build, and then you're saying Unbreakable Strength. Alright, that's fine. And then what? Defender's Crest? Alright, that's cool. I'm down. Okay. Well, we got one more slot, so I mean, there's a few things. We could use Werewood Compass. I'm being funny. What you think? Y'all think Rub Song? Alright. I mean, let's just understand all of this has happened without me using spells or magic, so, alright. Well, don't be mad at me if I screw this up, but we're down. I'm down. Alright, so we got the, what is it, Defender's, is it Defender's Crest that makes you have the odor and stuff around? Yeah. I remember the first time I had that on. And I think I was using the little worm things that suck out your soul every time you spawn a new one. You know, a lot of the YouTubers hated on that. I don't think it's the optimal build, and it's not going to make you better per se, but I would say that I think there's a lot of merit in that. Alright, now I'm just having a crap moment. It took me okay. I get it now. So I'm probably gonna lose this one, but that's okay. Oh, come on. I thought I had. Okay. Lost my footing there. By the way, if you use Sprint Master. Right. Okay. You know, I'll give it some shots. Like, dude, like I ain't gonna, like, you know, after one. No, but I typically don't use it. I'm not saying, but there's a lot of things that I'm not good with as far as, all right, well, I can't go to my menu right now, but, the Shade Cloak that allows you to, dash through things, I feel like there's a lot of things that I'm just not, it's not as smooth as I want it to be. get it. You know, one thing that's always bothered me a little bit, I just feel like the dream nail should have combined with your regular nail. I think like the story arc with the dream nail versus your regular nail, I think it would work kind of a little more. Okay, buddy. Alright. Yeah, I'm getting stupid here, y'all. Bear with me. Just so y'all understand, we're probably close to we're close to 3.5 hours, so I'm a little on it. But I do appreciate everybody coming out. I really do. Might have to find a new plugin, even though nobody's really chatting on Kick. I'm gonna have to get a better plugin for to basically show the. If you want to play safe, you can use Sharp Shadow, Quick Focus, Unbreakable Strength, and Grub Song so you can heal. Okay. I'm gonna try, like I'm gonna give it the old college try to kind of see this out. I'd prefer like give your first strategy like a real chance so that, you know, I can see if it's something that works for me. And it's not bad. I'm kind of digging on it. I'm just sucking right now. I mean, I've been sucking the whole time, so there's that. But it's more of a. Alright, buddy. Sometimes after we come out of that, I guess as we're all calling it the pufferfish. I think even fluteness. I found some strength, quick nail, and fluteness. Okay, well that's cool to know, Yusuf. I appreciate yeah, no. I don't know about my charm abilities, but I will say that as far as me and spells. Like, let's go ahead and understand this just so, you know, it's not the balance of the dichotomy of spells versus nails. I'm not great anyways. I'm pretty resilient at the game on a lot of stuff. Yeah. All right. That was my Radiant Troop Master Gun. Oh, video. Oh, okay, cool. It's the best fight. Okay. Cool. I'm appreciating the tips, guys, because as somebody that I think I'm like burnt the hell out for today. I don't know why. Feels like a lazy Sunday. I'll throw that out there. I'm gonna give it one more try, and then if y'all want, we'll try to pick up maybe tomorrow with this build if you can make it. Right now, kind of coming back from a small break from streaming. I'm kind of playing with different times. During the week, it is harder to do it earlier in the day, but you know, let me know what you think. That kind of stuff. I will say that I do feel like, okay, we might go one more time because I don't want to just leave with the onslaught of just like, bam, you know, like just feeling like somebody's holding you down and just like, you know, that kind of stuff. It's been a crazy day, y'all. I don't know about crazy for real, but I am gonna try to stream again. Like I said, I got 2 new games. I might just we'll figure them out. I may not play both of them, but I did get 2 games. They were on sale. Cuphead is on Steam. They're not new to probably most of y'all, but it's something that I wanted to, you know, just kind of check out. I've been playing more into the side scroller type of genre. Okay, I'm shutting up. Alright guys, I'm calling it. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I'm obviously not, like, I can make it to the 2nd or 3rd round probably with almost nothing on it. Outside of dashing. Yeah, I mean, well yeah, that's it. Like, not, but I do hate that charm with all of my heart. But I know we need it. But these are good charms. I like most of these. Grub Song, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I think if I don't end up using hardly any magic, and that's something else I need to really work on, y'all, is just really kind of getting my magic game out and like making it a lot more solid. But either way, but I think that's what we're gonna call it. I think we're at like 68 hours or something like that. I'm just curious. 70. All right. So we got 6% left. We're slowly baking it down. We got probably more to do than I realized. I know the God Home, because I've been to God Home. I fought Radiance for the first time ever yesterday. I just went through once. I think I got 2 hits on him. That kind of stuff. Interesting fight. I will say that it looks, I'm not saying it's not hard, alright y'all, don't get me messed up on that, but it looks a lot more doable in person. I'm not saying it's not hard as complete shit, alright, so don't twist my words. I'm just saying I think with a few months and y'all's help, let's not forget that, y'all's help, we can probably get it done eventually. But yeah, no, Cuphead and another game, if you know, give me a few hours, I just gotta straighten up, fix dinner and that kind of thing, and maybe we can kind of get back on that. Either way, if you can, awesome. If not, enjoy the rest of your evening. This is EQ. I am out, And I hope if you are a mom, just want to remember to say this. If you are a mother today, happy Mother's Day. If you still have your mother in your life, make sure you at least talk to her and tell her thank you and all that wonderful stuff. All right. Well, with all that being said, everybody, I am EQ and I am out. Have a wonderful day.